to a brief history of the Christmas carols.
Hi, this is Crystal, and we have been studying the history of Christmas carols, which in the singing of carols and when it began. Now, Crystal, can you tell me what we studied? One of the first Christmas carols that was ever sung.
Savior of the nations.
That was done by Saint Ambrose in the 4th century. And in the 13th century, O Come Emmanuel was written in the same style of a plain-sung chant that was used in the church services at the time to explain the telling of the birth of Christ. Now, Crystal, do you remember anything we studied about the peasants at the time and how they studied or how they celebrated Christmas?
Feasts, dancing, festivals, stuff like that.
Okay. And some of the Christmas carols from this time period, do you remember what we studied about that one?
Deck the halls, and here we come, lastly.
Yes, that's correct. And those are still sung today. Now, during the 12th century, St. Francis of Assisi wished to incorporate the peasants, their method of Christmas carols, and combine it with bring them to the church and help them, explain a little bit more about the depiction of Christ. So he came up with a live nativity scene. And anyway, so to continue on, years later, Christmas carols, or the singing of carols, was disbanded by the Puritans because they thought it was taking away from the birth of Christ. So in England, Crystal, can you tell me a little bit more what the British people decided not to do in England?
The singing of Christmas carols.
And why did they feel that the festivities did not go the singing of carols?
Because they had lost the religious meaning.
Yes, and for many years the carol singing was all but lost. Now, when Queen Victoria married Prince Albert of Germany, he introduced the British people to the German tradition of Christmas trees, and he helped renew a great interest in celebrating Christmas. And it was during this time that the singing of carols again became popular. Now, Crystal, during today's time, how do we celebrate Christmas with carols?
Church and TV, going around the neighborhood.
Yes, go around the neighborhood caroling. Yes, and that's one of many ways to reflect the moods of Christmas, whether they be sacred or secular, just a ways to bring joy to others. Thank you for taking the time to listen to this excerpt of the Christmas carols. I hope you enjoyed the presentation.